shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Turning on the Jets. The 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time, trust your read, and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready.
Position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will move it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage. they stop him.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Power football with the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Third down coming up.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Durham. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Watkins. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking to scramble. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, like, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like, give it up, get north-south, throw the football away. You can't just turn, run out of bounds, and take that big loss.
That's the end of the first quarter. After one, we're tied 0-0.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. Powers through. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defense.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Canes will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. And he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. The screen, and watch out! And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Lots of running room. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Okay, ready? Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's going to take a shot right away. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first 2 throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Still on his feet. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, The offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running to the left. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Beck. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw at the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. Hits a seam wide open. Dragged down into the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. LSU quick to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot. so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. All out of space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. It's back. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, but he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch on the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's back. fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He might want another play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Wide open spaces. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls out.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Beck. Throws toward the end zone. He can't haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. The screen, he's got wheels. Powers through the... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close.
There he goes! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early, Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.